episode of my favourite episodes from my favourite show of Good Afternoon Adelaide. Unfortunately, that was the problem with my VCR, and it's in the shop. But luckily, I backed up this batch to this floppy disk, and this Zenith is the most reliable system I have. So we're all good for now. So if you just come with me, we'll watch this show, and it'll be pretty great.
GAA is proudly brought to you by Windsor Caravans, by appointment to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Welcome to Good Afternoon Adelaide. Your host, Jeremy Dome, here with you on a very special occasion. Norman, welcome to you.
Jeremy, everyone, good afternoon.
Sorry, it's rude of me to speak with my mouth full. But on with the show. Now, today is a very special episode. It's not the sort of thing that we usually do, but tragic circumstances have hit our little show. One of our crewmen, Douglas Buffo, he's been with us for a long time. He's a ripping fellow. Tragedy has hit his family. He has a young son, Douglas Jr. He has a very, very serious medical condition. He's a great kid, heart of gold. Unfortunately, that is the problem. He swallowed his father's wedding band. But he needs to go to Switzerland to receive very special treatment. Quite expensive too, Norman.
Very serious condition. The digestive tract should not... I don't understand it myself, but I just know that it's very serious and it's going to be very expensive. And there's only one place in the world that can handle it, and that's in Geneva.
You've agreed to generously help out and, pay for the treatment, pay for the tickets to Switzerland.
More than happy to, when it's one of our own.
That's right. And, Norman, you surprised him with the good news earlier. Roll it.
That's right, Jeremy. And just for a bit of fun, I thought I'd surprise Douglas by going undercover. First stop was my dressing suite, where the gals from wardrobe had sourced a working man's outfit to allow me to blend in with the common crewman. And topping it off, a high-quality wig to make the real Norman virtually undetectable. Ho ho ho! I signed a check for $10,000 to cover Douglas Jr.'s surgery, as well as first-class return trip tickets to Switzerland for the whole Buffo family. The plan was set. In the alley behind the studio, I ordered one of the camera boys to hide into the sewer. When Douglas went out for a cigarette several hours later, the only thing left to do was to break the news. Hello there, fellow crewmen.
Right.
Mind if I join you for a smoky?
Sure, no problem. Alright, mate.
Ah, that's the stuff. It's Douglas, isn't it?
Yes. And what do you do? I don't reckon I've seen you on the show before.
Oh, I'm a best boy. My father was a best man. What do you do?
Key grip.
Oh, yes. So, looking after all the locks, that sort of thing.
That's right.
Yes. Hey, what do you think of that, Jeremy?
He's a bit of a prick.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it. You're the one with that sick kitty. Oh, that's tough, man. That's, how's that going?
Tell you what, mate, it's not looking good.
Yeah? Well, I've got something that might cheer you up, but, just before I get to that, what do you think of Norman Vine? He's a good boss?
Vine?
Yeah.
He is a dead set wanker.
You're fired.
You're joking. You're joking, right?
Norman, you fired him?
Absolutely. I'm not going to tolerate that kind of disrespect. He's gone. And let that be a lesson to the rest of you. Insubordination will not be tolerated on this program. I
Well,
don't care how bloody sick your kid is and what kind of cancer they have.
fair's fair, I suppose. But Norman, how are we going to fill the rest of the show until the frog cake man comes?
I'm looking forward to that.
Yes. Well, maybe we could give a call to Larry from Larry's Camper Van and see if he's got any hot new deals, perhaps, for us.
He's always good for 20
A little
minutes.
Freeze!
Whoa!
What? This show is now under the control of the Salisbury East Liberation Army.
Who the hell
Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
What
And
is
you,
this? What?
Dome, over here in the guest chair.
What is this?
Hurry up, hurry up.
What? Okay, take it easy, take it easy.
I don't know who
Watching
you are.
you.
I don't know who you are or what you want, but no one's going to hear you on this program. You're not even wearing a mic.
That's right.
The bloody crew. Who let this guest on stage without a mic? Jesus. This is what we're working with here.
All right, sound
Unprofessional.
check. 1, 2. Soundman, is that coming through? All good?
Thank you very much. That was very nice of you, crewman.
Okay. Dome and you, Vine. Today, you face justice for your crimes against the people of South Australia.
What?
Thank you.
Don't give him a water. What is this? What are you talking about?
Why isn't anyone calling the police? You over there. Why call the police?
No way, you made me cut up all that asbestos.
Oh, come on. It's only a couple of tons.
And we needed that. We had that fireman coming in.
Yes, I've been hearing a lot of shit about you too.
Someone call the police. You, floor manager. I can't remember your name right now.
Yeah, what? You still owe me money.
What about you over there? What? Call the police. I thought we were friends.
You stole my dog food.
Oh, now come on. That didn't have anyone's name written on it.
It's anyone on our side here. You, Cabo.
You made me get into the sewer. I'm still getting shit out of my hair.
Have a shower, for God's sake.
Sounds to me like a sizable block has emerged in solidarity with the SLA. I think we're in control of this little show now, and this afternoon, Vine, Dome, you will face the people's justice for crimes against South Australia. Cut to me, cut to me. We'll be right back. You're watching Good Afternoon Adelaide.
That one. Yes.
This one? You're watching Good Afternoon Adelaide. We'll be right back.
It's a camper van that you're looking for, so come knock on our door.
Due to an administrative error, Larry's Camper Vans is now completely out of stock. Dozens of quality new and used camper vans for all the family to enjoy are nowhere to be seen. Repeat, we are out of camper vans. There are no camper vans at Larry's Camper Vans, but we're still open for business, so come on down to 220 South Road, working hours Monday to Friday, and browse our empty backlot.
Quality camper vans, come see Larry at Larry's Camper Vans. Larry's Camper Vans. Larry's Camper Vans.
It's a camper van.
Larry's Camper Vans, 220 South Road.
Over the last few years of Dome, we've reported extensively on welfare cheats and dole bludgers bleeding you, the taxpayer, dry. But recently I've learned of a third group who have gone under the radar. I'm talking, of course, of those in the Witness Relocation Program. Millions of taxpayer dollars have been spent subsidizing their lavish lifestyles to no commercial benefit. That's why I'll be confronting live on air the 73 individuals and their families who are ripping you off. That's tonight on Dome.
This one's for you, Jeremy. And this one's for you, Norman Vine. And we're back on Good Afternoon Adelaide. How do you like that? I've named my ammo after you two.
interesting word there, ammo, isn't it? Because, of course, it's an abbreviation of ammunition, but it's not ammunition, is it? It's ammunition. So really, it should be ammu.
Shut the fuck up! You think I fucking care about your semantics?
Now, hang on, Mr. Gunman. You may be the man with the balaclava and the gun, but there are standards on television, and you can't say things like that.
I'll say whatever the fuck I want.
No, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You can't swear. You can't say f*** on television. Well, now, hang on. That's not fair. How come I get beeped and he doesn't?
Unfair? Unfair, Jeremy Dome. Sometimes the world is unfair. Either of you fellas ever seen what a circular saw will do to a man's scrote? We'll be playing a little game later this afternoon. But first, I just need to go take a little slash. Cameraman, Cameron, you keep that train on them for a second while I'll go visit the men's room.
I'll tell you what, you may take us hostage, but you could at least be polite about it. That's what I think.
Hey,
jeez.
Now's our chance.
Oh, yes.
Sergeant O'Brien, let's call Sergeant O'Brien.
Yes, all right. You call the police, and I'll make sure that I eat the rest of this so he doesn't get any.
I have him on speed dial.
Hello, you've called Sergeant O'Brien at the police. Unfortunately, I can't take your call at the moment, so if you'd like to leave a message, I'll get back to you as soon as physically possible. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 000. Thank you.
Sergeant O'Brien, pick up the goddamn phone. It's an emergency. Don't have time to dial the other number.
And you're the only police officer in this state I trust. Pick up the phone. Pick up.
Hello. Who's this? This is Sergeant O'Brien.
Sergeant, it's Jeremy Dome and Norman Vine from Good Afternoon Adelaide. This is an emergency. Help us.
Oh, hello, Jeremy. Hello, Norman. How are you?
Sergeant, you got to help us. Someone's taken control of the show. He has a gun and he's been swearing. It's very unprofessional.
I'm a little bit busy at the moment.
You're the police.
Send in the SWAT team or whatever. Storm the building. All the crew are in on it together. Have them all arrested.
Send in the police dogs.
Well, I'll see what I can do. Just give me... How long have you got?
Well, the show runs for a little bit longer, but...
Back! What's this? Lunchtime? Don't!
I'm sorry.
On your knees
I didn't know you'd want any. I didn't know. I'm
Dog
sorry.
food, hey?
I'm sorry.
I'll teach you a thing or two about dog food. Where's this fucking... Fuck. Alright. Now, Jeremy Dome, time for you to meet your maker.
I'm sorry.
Sergeant
I'll
O'Brien,
do anything.
listen,
Sergeant, help!
Are you watching
hello?
TV?
Who's that?
This is Sergeant O'Brien. Who's this?
Sergeant O'Brien. One of my favourite characters on Good Afternoon Adelaide. Alright, Dome, back in your chair.
Okay.
I think it's time for a little segment that we like to call Is It a Crime? So, how do we play this segment?
People would usually call in and say activity, and Sergeant O'Brien checks it against the big book of crime down at the police station and determines whether or not it is a crime. Like, for example, taking two hosts of a television program hostage at gunpoint. Pretty sure that's a crime. Can you confirm, Sergeant O'Brien?
Well, look, just give me a moment. Just looking up into the book. Now, there's nothing... two hostages with a... nothing there about two hostages and a gun. So, no problem there.
Oh, it doesn't have to be that specific. In just, a more general sense, taking a hostage with a gun. I mean, that's a crime, obviously, right?
Well, the gun. Tell me more about this theoretical weapon. Is it registered?
What's the difference?
Gunman, is it registered?
It's a fully registered and legal, standard issue firearm from my time in Vietnam.
Oh, well, thank you very much for your service to your country.
Oh, for God's sake.
I want to ask you a question, Sergeant.
Oh, yes, fire away.
Oh, God. Sergeant, let's say a man personally dynamited the Women's and Children's Hospital in order to build a personal golf course on its site. Is that a crime, Sergeant?
Well, yes, the use of dynamite or TNT has been outlawed in this state for many years, so I'm very concerned with that activity. I'd say yes, indeed, it is a crime.
Well, why should women and children get their own hospital? I mean, like, where are the men's hospitals?
They didn't even evacuate the children.
I told them to evacuate the children. Apparently that means something else at a hospital.
What about kidnapping? Is there anything on the books for kidnapping?
Kidnapping. I can't see anything there. Sorry, not in my book.
Sergeant, let's say a man was driving around for 7 or 8 years with an unlicensed, unregistered, uninsured motor vehicle. Sergeant, does that sound to you like it might be a crime?
This is very serious indeed. Anybody that's driving around an unregistered, unlicensed, uninsured vehicle, this is most grievous. Absolutely a crime. Yes.
Just as I thought. And let's say, Sergeant, this motor vehicle was also that individual's place of residence.
Well, I don't think you should have to register your car if it's your place of residence. Do you have to register your home with the council? I don't think so.
Yes, you absolutely do. I think this needs to be registered immediately.
And Sergeant, let's say there's a little rumour going around that one of Adelaide's most prominent and preeminent individuals has certain nighttime predilections from the top window of his house, spending some time observing and perhaps even videotaping certain neighbours in intimate moments unobserved. Does that sound to you like a crime?
Is the teenage person in question on private property?
They most certainly are.
Well, yes, that is indeed a very, very serious crime. If that person is on private property, they should not be viewed upon by any means telescopic or video or any sort of recording. So absolutely a crime.
Well, if you arrested everyone who videotaped neighbours, you'd be arresting tens of thousands of people. Very popular program.
Something tells me, Sergeant, that if you spend some time in Norman Vine's video collection, you might stumble across a little more than Scott and Charlene's wedding.
Oh yes, I'd sit down with Norman and watch some videos, for sure. That sounds like a good idea.
Let's wrap it up, Sergeant. Thank you very much for your time.
You're most welcome. I look forward to it. I'll see you again next week.
We'll speak to you next week. Well, I think we've heard just about enough evidence of you two. Jeremy?
Okay.
Time for you to face your judgment. Over here, right now. You're a dead man, Dome.
But there's no chairs over there. I don't want to kneel.
Over here, over here. Go on, get in the chair. You're a dead man,
Well, I see.
Dome.
Efficient when you want to be.
Okay, where's that rope?
Oh.
Tie him up. Nice and
If
tight.
you're watching at home, if you could call the police, that would be very much appreciated.
And ask to speak to someone other than the Sergeant O'Brien.
Yeah, anyone. Literally anyone. The secretary. Don't we pay you enough?
I went to your son's christening. How could you
We'll
do
be
that?
right back on Good Afternoon Adelaide.
Good afternoon, I'm Ray Goodyear. Making news this hour, the Adelaide Wax Museum has officially opened in Pulteney Street, showcasing a variety of waxes from around the world, including paraffin, lanolin and polyethylene. Well, Christmas came early this year for a number of people who purchased defective calendars. If you have been affected, there is a meeting to discuss a class action lawsuit against Vine Publishing to be held at the Elder Park Gazebo at 9 a.m. on February 31st. And the Good Afternoon Adelaide Hostage Crisis enters its 27th minute, with a masked gunman taking control of the award-winning afternoon TV chat program and threatening to execute the show's hosts live on air. There's been an outpouring of sympathy for the gunman, who many believe has justice on his side.
Yeah, I'd say good luck to him. It's always good to see someone take a stand on something. Yeah, it's about time someone took those guys hostage.
We support the Salisbury East Liberation Army.
Yeah, good on him. More details at 6.
Ray Goodyear, Adelaide's most accurate 3 p.m. news bulletin.
And we're back on Good Afternoon Adelaide. Oi, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, I'll do the two of you. Fucking shut it. Brought to you by the Salisbury East Liberation Army. And we have a guest joining us now this afternoon. You are?
Jonald Chudley. Thanks for having me.
And Jonald, what do you do?
Well, I am a professional Guinness World Record breaker.
And what records do you currently hold?
I am in the running to be the world's oldest man. Admittedly, it's more of a long game, that one. At one point, I was the world's youngest man, but you got to be careful with that one. It does get taken away from you quite quickly.
And what will you be doing for us on the show today?
You may have noticed I have a selection of frog cakes on the table. I am going to be stuffing the most frog cakes in my mouth within 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of risks are involved with this record attempt?
This actually is the first time I've ever attempted this. It's not really one that you can do at home because of the the lethal amounts of sugar contained within that many frog cakes. So you only really get one shot at this.
Alright, so kids, if you're watching, leave this to the professionals or I'll fucking get you. Jonald, are you ready?
Absolutely. Start the timer whenever you're ready.
Let me talk to the soundo. Soundo, we ready? In 3. How are we going for time? 10 seconds. And time. Alright, let me adjudicate. I believe we had one. They're going to count that as one. And just hearing back from the people at Guinness. Congratulations, Jonald. You are the record holder. One frog cake in 30 seconds. You are the current world record holder. Right, now get the fuck out of here. Fucking get out. I don't want to see you again. And you. Alright. So, Good Afternoon Adelaide, SLA edition. And next... Case closed. Time to bring on the judgment.
Tuesday at 10. You've seen the other judge programs. Now get ready for Judge Vine. No more boring court cases and execution. I'll be judging bikini contests, wet t-shirt contests, no t-shirt contests. Everyone will be hammered. Not with this, but with a bottle. I'm Norman Vine, Judge Vine. Ho, 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 yeah. This Tuesday at 10, tune in to Judge Vine.
Alright, we're back. Now, you two, Norman Vine.
Oh,
any last requests?
Hang on, I think I recognise you. You're that Buffoman, aren't you? The crewman, Doug Buffo, with the sick kitty. That's you, isn't it?
What makes you think that?
I recognise those kind eyes. I see compassion within them. It wouldn't hurt a fly, that sort of thing.
What are you playing at, Vine?
Tell you what, I have the cheque for $10,000 right here in my pocket. If you untie us, I'll hand it over, and we'll just forget this whole thing happened. All right? No questions asked. Head off to Geneva, get the operation, and I'll even give you your old job back. If you like.
Why should I trust you?
I'm Norman Vine. My word is my bond.
If I loosen these, I want to see a check. Right away.
I swear on my mother's grave.
Right away.
Right here in my pocket.
Show me the check. Show me the check.
There it is. It's all yours. shit. You're obviously under a lot of distress, and look, it happens to the best of us.
Seems I underestimated you, Vine. You're a good man and honest.
I just want to put this whole thing behind us, all right?
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
We've had enough excitement for one day.
No
all right?
hard feelings whatsoever. Norman, what have you done?
He's clearly a madman. He needed to be stopped. I make no apology.
He's dead. Well, I tell you what, all of this drama has made me a bit hungry.
Well, join us tomorrow for another Good Afternoon Adelaide, where our guest will be the strumming chef, cooking up another great feast for us, and Larry from Larry's Camper Vans is going to
Always good to see Larry. All right. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Well, thanks for watching another episode of Good Afternoon Adelaide with me. Luckily we had my trusty Zenith here. It never lets me down. Alright, now